I'm speaking with Diana Plazas from DoubleTree Hilton. We're going to talk about something really fun. We're going to talk cookies, and not the digital kind, real cookies. Tell me, what have you been doing at DoubleTree Hilton, and tell me about cookies.
A lot. So our cookie, we actually consider our icon. We've been giving them out for now over 25 years at our hotels.
Yeah.
It's our sign of warm welcome. More than, I believe we're over at 50 million cookies have been handed out at our hotels.
Oh, that's great.
And last year we decided to take the cookie on the road. So that was our big cookie caravan campaign.
So tell us about that. How did that get started, and what did it look like?
So again, we knew that the cookie was our way to start a conversation with customers, and we saw that food trucks were this huge craze all over the country.
Yeah.
And we put the two and two together, and we decided to just take the cookie on the road, visit 50 cities in 2 months, and deliver over 270,000 cookies along the way.
That's a really fun branding campaign. I mean, now, was that your goal? Was it brand extension, or was it something else?
So a huge goal after our rebrand. So we changed our logo completely. We added the By Hilton line to our name last year, and we needed to get that message out onto the audiences across the states. So we packed the truck with cookies, and we decided, okay, media can help us deliver this message.
Yeah.
So it was really PR-led, followed by social media, and kind of engaging people on this growth, on this product, and on the service behind DoubleTree by Hilton.
Okay, tell me some of the elements of the campaign. I know that you talked in your presentation about the CMO was actually in the truck handing out cookies. You have executives actually tweeting out as their personal selves. Tell me, what are you doing? What were the elements?
So we had the truck, obviously.
Sure.
Then we had a sponsorship of the Great Food Truck Race.
Yeah.
We also had a Facebook hub that was behind it, and then we had a huge PR support behind it.
Right.
Delivering cookies, for example, at media newsrooms in the mornings, going to
Oh, that's
charities.
a brilliant idea. Can I say?
Yeah, they always really welcome that when you show up, at the 6 a.m. Briefing or whatever with 50 cookies. They really love that. And then also tying in our charities. So we were delivering cookies to Ronald McDonald houses and to food banks. So it was really just about making sure that the PR messaging coincided with the social messaging as well as with the in-person messaging at the truck.
Okay, so what are the top lessons that you learned? Like, was there an assumption that you had at the beginning that was wrong? What did you learn? What were your surprises?
I think our biggest surprise was how much work was really involved, and ensuring that there were people there at every stop. So ensuring that there was enough of a message, because if you have 25,000 cookies to deliver in a market like Nashville, how are you going to get 25,000 people to come by the truck? How are you going to get 25,000 people in a city like Nashville, which is not seen as a top-tier media market, to actually be aware of what is going on in the city? So I think all the different pieces was a huge learning from it. Also, the fact that our cookie will continue to be our calling card, and ensuring that we continue to use that will forever keep that top of mind. And then also, I think the partnership of the agencies. I was actually just speaking with somebody about the fact that bringing all those agency teams together, ensuring that they're collaborating, and ensuring that they're all brainstorming together without feeling like somebody's crossing into their territory, allowed us to really get into the success metrics, and allowed us to get the buy-in for another big idea for this year.
Well, and I'm going to ask about that in just a second, but you just mentioned a major point, and that is having everybody on the same page, having everybody work together. How do you do that? Is there a secret? Did you learn anything?
So our VP of marketing, he actually sat down with everybody and basically told everybody, this is what we want to achieve, and this is what the goals of the brand are, and how are you going to help us deliver on those goals? So then each one of them had kind of their own specific tasks that they had to deliver on, and then they all had to work together to make those big overall goals come to life. So there was something in them to ensure that they kept their client happy, and working together to make sure that they had that.
So clear, simple communication from the top down, and then just sort of an open dialogue as you went.
Exactly. We have weekly calls with everybody. We also, with everybody on the same call, and then we all have our individual status calls with our individual agencies, and then we also have a quarterly meeting where everybody comes in, and again, we go over what are the goals, how are we meeting those goals, what are we doing the next quarter, and it has really worked out very, very well, so we're pretty happy about it.
Cool. Okay, so what comes next? I know that you said there's something coming in April. What can you tell us?
So it's all around the little things that make travel better. So it's all about, the cookie is considered that little thing that when you get to the hotel after a long day of travel, it just makes you feel a little bit better and kind of helps you start relaxing when you get to your room. So the goal for us for this year is to deliver on those little things that can add to a better travel experience.
Diana, it's so much fun to talk with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.